to see you,
So
man.
good to see you.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
So where were you at the Oscars this year? Because I was waiting for you to come backstage and visit me.
I know, it's our thing.
It's our thing.
I know.
And you didn't come.
This year, no, I didn't make it. I had other stuff going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
But,
More important stuff.
Yeah, more important stuff.
Yeah.
But we did run into each other.
but you didn't recognize him when you saw him last year, did you?
No, because he didn't look like himself. You look like, you know, Lego Batman. Or
Yeah,
Batman.
yeah. I was into more of a Batman.
Yeah.
Well, we actually have a clip of it. Yeah, check you out.
Hey, Ripa. Arnett.
Oh, no. Shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up. You
shut
get in here.
I'm excited to be here. I happen to be in the neighborhood. Some punks had broken into a 7-Eleven.
A lot of people didn't know that there was this side to you, by the way. Oh, wait. This is actually perfect. Come in here. Oh, it's you.
I'm so sorry.
I hope you're happy you scared away Jennifer Lopez. That was really the most exciting thing. It's for two reasons. Number one, you know, my sons love Batman.
Yeah.
And they love you as Lego Batman. And number two, I love Jennifer Lopez. So it was everybody was happy.
But did you know how comfortable did I look? I'm moving like this. Hey, how are you?
Right.
But your boys must love that, though.
My kids love it. Yeah. They're my kids and their friends and all of it. They love the fact, you know, they love the Lego Movie and they love that I play Batman. I showed up at school the other day and one of my son's friends said, "Hey Archie, Batman's here."
Oh, that's so cool, yeah.
I was like,
Do they ask you to come and read, you know, like Story Hour? Do you read?
They can't afford it because it's my rate. Well, my rate is. Well, Kelly, it's my business. I'm running a business over here.
That was dumb of me to ask.
It's not
I
show
apologize.
friends. It's show business.
Oh, it's not so family.
Give the ads away on this show.
You're right. No, you're right. That was a dumb question.
But what are the boys into right now?
They're into. We're in the Little League season already in California.
You coaching?
And I'm coaching Little League. Yeah.
Are you a good coach?
No, I am America's most underqualified baseball coach. I'm Canadian, so, you know, if it was hockey. But I just like standing out at first base and, like, working over a piece of gum and shouting at little kids. I like to shout at little kids.
When you say you're not qualified, you have no experience, do your kids know that?
No. They think I'm great. No, they do. And, I mean, no, they don't. And I'm getting better at it. I've been going to coaching clinics and stuff. And I have a lot of fun. I love it. I think I love it more than the kids do.
What about the other parents? Are there any of those parents that are like extreme sports parents?
Not yet, because the kids are still pretty little, but there are some parents you can see will play other teams who want to win. Our kids don't really know anything about winning. We're like the good news bearers. Like, we're bad, but they're nice kids, you know what I mean?
Got it.
But they're getting better, and it's so much fun. I have a great time doing it.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet you do.
You know what? With that voice, you can talk them into doing anything you want, man.
Well, you know what? Thank you. I will tell you this. I instituted a new rule, and a bunch of kids got mad at me because every time I would do a drill or whatever, and the kids would be like, "Can I be first? Can I be first?" And finally, at the end of practice last week, I said, "All right, new rule this year. Anybody asks if they can be first, you're automatically last." And the look on their face like, "What?"
Too much to process.
But yeah, because it was about teamwork and like don't ask for yourself. They should all be right. Well, you know all this stuff.
You know what? You're a good coach, man.
You think so?
Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. I like that.
Will you be able to coach you?
Absolutely. I listen to Will. All right, we're going to take a break. We come back. We're going to find out about Will's latest project called Flake and the guy who makes three-legged stool. Arnett, star of the new Netflix series Flake.
You also wrote this show.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
What's harder, to star in it, to act in it, or to write it?
All of it. No, you know, it's the first time, you know, I've worked on a show before where I've written the pilot and done it, but to actually get in and write every episode, and I actually saw you last summer when I was working out with my friend Mark, who my co-creator, who's here today, and you know, it was a long, hard process, and then like you're done with that, and then you start shooting it, and you're acting in it, and then also as a producer, you know, in TV, the writer is king, so then you're like in charge of everything, and it ended up being like an all-in engrossing, process.
Do you find yourself sucking up to yourself to get better lines?
Yeah, for sure. The weirdest moment was when I put myself on my own casting couch. But,
That is so funny.
I got the idea.
Guys, it's the funniest thing he said.
But is it a comedy? Is it a drama? What's it about?
There are a lot of dramatic elements to the show for sure, and we used some things that are borrowed from my own life and my own observations. But ultimately, it is like our own lives. Still kind of funny, the day-to-day. And I want these, we tell the story of a friendship between two guys. We want it to be kind of funny and modern and talking in a way that is kind of not necessarily macho, or it's not about fantasy sports, but just the way guys can actually talk about real things that are going on in their lives. And in that way, it's very kind of funny and real and relatable. And it's a lot different from stuff that I've worked on in the past because it's not as kind of zany.
Right.
It's much more grounded.
And we're going to take a look at a clip. Now, your character owned the furniture store, and he only makes three-legged stools.
That's right.
Now, but in the scene, he's
not huge.
but Chip explains why he makes what he makes. Here's Will Arnett and Flaked.
Chip barely remembered the last one. Yeah. And he's like, I got to impress this girl. I better land this, faux deepness,
Well, the name of the show is Flaked. It's on Netflix starting this Friday, March 11th. So make sure you check out Will Arnett and Flaked.
Binge watch. All right, coming up next, Maria Menounos will be here to cook for Kelly and I. So stay right there. We'll be right back.